see how these two teams handle the Famanova for split events. Also curious to see. I think the Thief team. Oh, actually, the non-Thief team has a Mesmer, so I believe both teams are going to port onto the first ad immediately and then cleave it down so that they can start the main event of the Fractal sooner. And you can see that the Thief is already positioning a shortbow 5 to activate the detonator more quickly. So a very minor time save, but in probably about a half second or so compared to just walking there. It looks like we're about to get going here.
I see the port comes up with cute and funny, like almost immediately. You see which one of them actually gets the main stage first. Black Emperor seems to get it. Yeah, but who's gonna actually get it? Black Emperor already GGing into the next phase here. I believe the delay is slightly though, so they're not too far behind. I think Black Emperor was the one with the 5-second delay compared to 2.5 of Q. So they're more or less here. It's gonna be a close one because these are, you know, really good teams here. We're getting to like the final good teams player, and we're definitely going to see a lot of close matchups going forward. And this one could be one because both of these teams have played very well together.
Emperor is choosing to duo the door room, whereas here we have the Thief soloing the 1-2-3 room.
Oh, actually doing a very quick job at it too. Manages to grab the rod as well here, places it, heads back out, should be okay.
Takes care of the room quite quickly.
Very quickly too. Interesting to see if the Firebrand actually did manage to get the you know, like we said, like you can close the portal with the Firebrand in the room. So don't think we saw that play here, although we haven't seen the perspective of the Firebrand. So we'll see.
This is very good execution of both teams. The instant break on the subject 6 from Cute and Bunny, and they kill it just slightly after the exposed. The immediate 5-man GG, so they all have their cooldowns. This is going to be very close. Cute and Bunny is actually
already at the boss.
They're going to win this by a lot.
Yeah.
Actually. As long as they don't wipe on the boss here.
Well, it's pretty hard now because they're at like 25% and it should be clear here. Oh, actually, they do wipe.
What? Oh my god, no one pressed the special action.
Oh my god, they didn't coordinate their special action, and now it's going to be Black Emperor. If they can actually get this done, because they just started. I mean, it's going to come down to DPS here. But if Black Emperor can get this, it'll be a huge comeback for them in, you know, what was basically a close matchup in this fractal. But oh my god,
this is so close, actually.
I can't believe they couldn't coordinate their buttons. Oh no. And oh, it looks like Q and Funny might actually trigger it first.
Image. But there's the delay though. There's a stream delay.
Yeah, so, it will be accounted for. Let's see who gets the XP. Oh my god, it is a second difference.
Yeah, wow.
Holy shit.
Damn, Q and A just, they clutch up after that wipe, man. Wow, that's insane. Very well played. That's why you never give up, you know? You just go again.
Oh my god, like...
Oh. They must have felt so bad when they wipe, but you just suck it up and go, you know? That's insane. Very well played, the Cute and Funny.
Wow.
For not...
That was amazing. Okay, very good rebound over there. Next matchup.
So we'll see if that extra DPS will be worth it for them to lose the mobility of the Mesmer. Because you can see here, right? There's no one on Cute and Funny who can port to the initial ads. So they're all going to have to run there. which we've seen already is like a 4-second or so time loss over using the blink and portal of a thief or mesmer. All right, so I think we're off. Let's see how they do.
I get the draws here.
Mesmer doesn't actually port them, so they just Mesmer runs to go do the portal for the ramp. A very nice pull from Black Emperor to cleave. Cute and Funny actually just send the entire team to run. It's interesting. They have stealth. They have a lot of stealth though. I believe they blasted the smoke field from the NG, the scrapper. Used the stealth gyro, which both pulses stealth and creates a smoke field the entire time. Black Emperor here, they GG and reset that respawn. The load screen actually cost them a little bit of time. So we'll see if that's going to be a problem for them. Both teams are actually very close here. Nice pulls from both sides, but I think Black Emperor starts the boss a bit faster. They had a slightly better pull and they cleave the ads down more quickly. But Q and Funny have a higher DPS team comp per pop, potentially, so they could actually catch up in the later phases, because there's 2 phases here where it's like a golem DPS check. You have to kill the last split ad, and then in every phase of the boss is like a golem, right?
And
so
actually,
we'll see how they...
It's still very close up with these teams. Both sides are more or less okay here.
Oh, someone just pulled that ad out of the Soul Beast X5, but
yeah,
it wasn't that big of a deal.
Clearing it up a little bit slow on the cleaves here, but should be getting this order in here. And as you see, Q and Funny has the final ads to deal with here. So they get it down, actually. They do get it down. I think it's the Scrapper. Scrapper does get revived, though. Ooh, but they are very low here. And now next player goes down as well. Is that the Guardian actually going down? So actually
down in the Flux Bomb, which is going to be rough for them.
Bit of an issue, but it is a very slow for them. I think they might lose time because of that now, because Black Emperor should be able to be good to go now and begin the next event. GG comes through, and now they are already getting the Mistlock and ready to go towards the final boss. See how their teleport works up here. They could actually get this. They can enable the CM mode for the next match or next round in this matchup. But as you see, Q and Funny still manages to keep up here, just barely, but still in the game here. See how well they can get their players in order, and really, really close up, just what you think. And you see the players with the GG here, I believe. Which one will actually spawn at the boss? So it's 3084 or 306, I guess you could say, maybe 311 when the pop-up starts. So Black Emperor is ahead, and I think they might actually just take this win here. Unless the DPS, though, from Cute and Funny, it needs to come through it, because this is what could get them the win. Otherwise, they are tied for the CM next.
Yeah, they have to pump extreme damage here to be able to catch up. And it's possible still. You know, it's very possible that they'll just do a ton of damage and catch up. We'll see. Yeah, look at that. Cute and Funny are doing just more damage. Oh no! Black Emperor pulled the boss out of the purple. He's actually invulnerable for a little bit. Yeah, Cute and Funny actually are gonna
wins it. Oh no! And this time it's no longer a clutch. Black Emperor will lose this, and now they are eliminated from the tournament.
Wow.
Oh no! The final pull, it just messed up with them really, really bad, and look. Punishes them by an entire like 40 seconds.
Damn. Yeah, they pushed the boss out of the purple, and he got that shield, which you saw just absolutely stopped him from taking damage. Very unfortunate for Black Emperor.
Very unfortunate. But for them, they actually do advance. For Black Emperor, though, they are gone from the tournament. Big showing here, but it is not enough. They actually, I think they're Are they wiping? I think they wiped the boss.
Oh
That is
no,
unfortunate.
that is a shame.
That is a
If
shame.
those JT12s, those little robots, if you don't pull them in or cleave them or don't kill the boss fast enough, they actually will just push you off the edge. And it's like that's what happened to some of them.
Well, the next matchup of the tournament will have to continue.
See if there's either of these teams have anything planned for this. We saw the Rev skip to the first island. First time we saw it in normal mode. See if anyone does something like that. I believe you might be able to blink on Mesmer.
There was one skip that in the 2 times we've seen players play this map, we haven't. There's one skip. I won't say which skip it is, but we did not see it. No. Yeah, you know the skip that I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like we have not seen that happen. So I'm wondering if there's a team that actually figured that strategy.
Looks like Cute and Funny actually made the run faster than Stuck in the Mist, so they triggered the dialogue for the deer a little bit faster, it looks like.
Yeah, and actually they are going to be able to advance towards the air elemental boss already, or the electrical field one. Like portal is...
They've dropped 2 portals.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's really good because someone actually fell, so having that backup portal will be really nice for them.
Means they actually already get to start on this player here, for the first.
Yeah, they are. Cute and Funny are actually quite far ahead. They've already phased the boss, and Stuck in the Mist are just about to start it. I think Stuck in the Mist had an issue with the jumping puzzle, but I do expect Stuck in the Mist to be able to instantly burst this first phase down.
Yeah, and look at that. Like they are pretty quickly here. They actually trigger the event here with this boss. Actually making up for the time Stuck in the Mist. So not too bad. They are slightly behind though.
They're behind the whole phase right now, actually, so they're quite far behind still.
Oh wait, no, 60%. Oh no, I thought they were. Oh yeah, no, they are behind.
The Chrono actually got knocked out of his CS there at the beginning. That was kind of bad. So
the GG comes through, and it looks like they will be able to advance next over here, as we see. Cute and Funny now is going towards the next part of the map now, and see if they get the skip to get to the rock over here.
There's the Sword of Justice and Merciful Dimension from the guard, so he can port. But you see the Rev is using what's that skill called? Oh my goodness, it's the Shiro port skill to skip the waterfalls.
They get the boulder here. Very good cleave out here coming up. Should be okay with it.
High damage on the boulder. Yes.
Yep.
Oh, someone actually gets 10 stacks and blows up the group a little bit.
Yeah, they should be able to be okay with it. Yeah.
This is only just now starting the rock.
Yeah, though. So they're basically now, there's a huge margin. Like they need to rely on Q and Funny to mess up this phase here, which not too much, but I mean, yeah, I mean you can have difficulty maybe grouping the odds, but Q and Funny is definitely getting
Scrap.
look at that. And yeah, they're clearing it pretty fast here, so I think they won't have any problems. Ooh, and they're actually going to down here.
Downstairs. 3 down, 1 full dead. Oh, they're duoing the rock now. The Soul Beast and the Renegade are doing they're actually gonna wipe to the rock.
Wow. Oh no, and this is not good for them. They are too far behind now on this. They need to rely on the end boss now to maybe make up some time there. But again, that's the only place I could see Q and Funny wiping at this point. It's not really that hard to beat the fire mob here in this area, so this boss should be an easy fix for Q and Funny, whereas Stuck in the Mist now just makes it towards the lava section of the map. So yeah, I think they're gonna need to see a wipe on the end boss now for them to make up for it.
Focus pulls are coming in from the Mesmer to pull the ads together. Very nice. The Q and Bunny are just so far ahead.
Mighty about rating with a party of 638. Let's go. Appreciate the raid. Let's go. We're actually almost closing up to the finals. Just 4 more games to the finals, and we're almost there.
Fury the Mountain started for Cute and Funny. Actually, they're about to be finished with the first phase. And the Stuck and Mist are just about to start it. They're actually not as far behind as you might think.
I think
they had a very quick pre-event.
Yeah, they actually managed to do it very well here. So they're actually both starting okay, but they are still about a phase behind here as Cute and Funny is advancing up to the next part of this boss. But they can make it up here. It's not too late now for them. They should be able to make up the difference. Again, though, they have to rely on maybe a screw up over on Cute and Funny at the end boss of the fractal. Maybe trigger something. And they cannot wipe here because they did wipe to the rock earlier.
Absolutely. It's possible, actually, if Stuck in the Mist, if Q and Funny miss the DPS check for phasing the boss in the middle on either of the phases and trigger the second mechanic on the first or second phase, they can very easily, Stuck in the Mist can very easily catch up, right? Because that second mechanic on both phases has a very long roleplay. So it is possible still to catch up if they miss a DPS check.
Yep, and Cute and Funny, as you can see, is actually advancing towards the end, and whole role. This is where the role play starts. Big role play action here.
And you do see actually, so Stuck in the Mist did end up making back some time. Like they are not that far behind.
Oh, and actually, they managed to do the skip. I think Cute and Funny manages to do the skip. This is what I was talking about. None of the other teams yesterday actually did the skip, and they skipped the dialogue with that.
I think he's gonna rifle. Yes. Oh, that's so huge. I think Stuck in the Mist has a scrapper as well. So potentially, they're going to be able to do the skip there as well. That's huge for Q and Funny. Stuck in the Mist will have to do it as well. Okay, there's the scrapper gets it as well. He gets support. Very nice. So Q and Funny immediately start hitting the boss. Let's see if Stuck in the Mist. Oh, and the Mirage swap. I was just about to mention this. I was gonna mention because Chrono on this boss is probably really bad, but Mirage will do so much damage, and he has the freedom to go Mirage because his teammates, he has a Firebrand and a Scrapper. Both of them can provide some quickness, and the Mirage will do a lot of DPS on this boss. I think they're gonna port onto the boss, but they are so far behind.
Yeah,
actually.
no, they
Funny have finished the first phase.
Yeah, they actually should have had the skip being done, but I don't think they were able to do it justice quite. Q and Funny should take the first round here. If they don't wipe up here, it's good for them to go. And yeah, it's very unfortunate. Stuck in the Mist was pretty close there. Actually, they were a phase behind at the first start of the map. They did wipe the rock, and that's really what set them apart. They managed to make up the difference, but again, I think they just took too long in this pre-dialogue before the boss, and it's costing them too much time here. They really need a wipe from Q and Funny to actually win this round. There's just no other way for them to make up for it. They're too far behind, and Q and Funny is actually almost done and into the next phase.
The Renegade goes downstate, and they fail the break bar, so that's a very big time loss for Q and Funny. They're still gonna face her in the middle, surely. Yeah, they do, but
yeah.
That's some time to made up from Stuck in the Mist, actually, if they take advantage of that.
We'll see if they can, though. They've got quite a long while to go, so I think they definitely are gonna be able to finish this up and manage to round up this boss. So yeah, again, unless they have a couple wipes or a couple downs, I would say will slow them down, but I don't think it'll be that much of an issue. As I say that, they actually do have a play going on, but that's not too bad.
But that's not the 10 stack, is it?
No, it's not the 10 stack.
Oh,
was it?
I don't think it was. I'm not sure. I think the guard has 10 stacks, actually. Yeah, that was a 10 stack. So I think they actually all lost their Mistlock. So one more mistake in this phase from Q and Funny could wipe the group. See if they pass off that tether there.
Yeah.
I think someone. No, this person that's a tether for a very long time. Okay, thankfully for him, it goes away, but that was kind of close.
It has been punishing for, as we saw, the last two teams that went up against this in Sankwai. It was a very punishing mechanic, the tether there, and it looks like though they will manage to get the XP There you go. XP is popped up here. So Q and Funny will win it at about 918 here. So not too bad. Unfortunately for Stuck in the Mist, they are losing this first round here. And they still have to continue the next round. Could they actually trigger a tie to go into the CM or not?
Sure, we'll see. Looks like they're going to be about 40 seconds behind. I think probably around 950.
Yeah. So it was actually 947. I was actually clicking, I was about to click to roll the wheel.
Seconds.
So
30 seconds. Not bad.
Yeah. Actually 1-0 right now. So Stuck in the Mist needs to win this to enable the CM. Otherwise, they are eliminated.
They have pretty similar comps, actually.
Yep. And they are actually off right now, as we see. Actually, very good to keep the Mesmer for this side. Should be an interesting point of view in this fractal for sure.
Day 2, there actually is not. There is no social awkwardness, so they can actually send more people going up.
Yeah, yesterday it was definitely a huge factor in this. We've seen a couple of people fall down to it.
Yeah, other people getting staggered. You know, Funny's actually a little bit ahead here. Also ahead on timer, so it makes it even better.
Yeah, and they've already stacked up their champions here, ready to go, and the whole cleave is coming through here. Stuck in the Mist is trailing behind. Even the last fractal, they were kind of trailing behind. And they did wipe last fractal in the boulder of Sunkwai, so it did not work out for them too well. They tried to make a comeback, but it wasn't enough. So they have to do it here. You know, either they get it in the old Tom skip, or they... It probably will have to come down to that, right? How well can they just skip some of these two phases coming up next? See how they do here.
Be back in one moment, excuse me.
That's fine. As Q and Funny should be making it up there. Ooh, and almost just barely, actually. And GG comes through. They take the portal, and they are ready up here for Old Tom. And I believe the Guardian will probably swap out now to go ahead and get the next phase rolling. Yes, the Guardian is already here for the final boss phase. So Q and Funny's very much ahead. Over here at Stuck in the Mist, you got, well, only both perspectives here are here. The Revenants as well. See how they do. The Guardian coming back now to help up with the damage here. Stuck in the Mist is almost actually, almost good enough actually. And they start the play at the end earlier than Q and Funny. Might actually be a close matchup.
Both teams port right onto the golems, so that's very good.
It might be really close. Ooh, we'll win actually.
Downstate from Stuck in the Mist. They need to res that immediately. There's no rallying here, so yep. I'm not even sure. I'm not sure what he down to there, but that's going to be a bit of a time loss for them.
And they've actually triggered the 4 golems together now. So Q and Funny is actually ahead now by maybe just about a couple seconds, 2-3 seconds. And oh, Stuck in the Mist is having too much downtime here. And actually, they lose the matchup here. Q and Funny will take it. The XP. There's the XP. It is over for them. Just barely. That downstate actually messed them up. Yeah. The XP just now coming through. The downtime of that res. Oh, unfortunate. It is just about 11 seconds.
Oh, the chat is predicting so accurately. I don't think the chat's been wrong on a single matchup today.
Okay, I don't know what's up with Skinny, but he has mass delay on his stream. Like even at one point, he had like 22 seconds.
You might be able to fix it by just pausing and unpausing his stream in the player thingy. Or refresh.
He's actually got a new meme. Practicing CMs in 2 weeks? No, you don't do that. Practicing CMs while waiting for a match. That's what they've been doing.
It's a huge delay. I could have actually reset it, but it would have been too late then. So better not mess with it at the final seconds. If any manages to get the teleport already done here. So they get a 20 seconds. How much does Blizzard Raisin get? Actually, less than that. Oof.
Oh, they're so fast. What? That's like a 5-second difference between killing the shaman there. I don't even know how they did it.
It's a huge. Yeah, actually managed to go through here. See how they managed to finish this, because the rooms is really what's gonna enable them to finish up quickly towards the final boss here. So as you see, the thief going to speedrun through this. Actually, Q and Funny's thief has been very on point with this, very well. So see if they can get the cooling rod in time. I see they managed to send Skinny up in here to get and put the portal.
You can tell by the movement of this thief. He's practiced this so much. He has it down to a T.
Yeah.
The skips as well here, and now Skinny's actually going to assist on the doors here, and they're going to GG, and should be able to finish up towards the ooze at the end. See who gets there first, though.
I think the thief had a slight slowdown on the doors, but I don't think that's going to be the.
Yeah. Well, because of the delay, we also have to keep a note like who actually reaches the anomaly first. So see how that plays up in here. Because Blizzard Raven is like kind of waiting at this point now, and they should be okay, ready to go into the ooze pit here and see if they are okay, as long as they don't have like a bad RNG. And oh, they actually are too far ahead, because they're going to,
even with the delay.
They are 155 seconds spawning into the anomaly, whereas 2 minutes and Q and Funny is still here. So Blizzard Ravens is just speeding through this really, really well here. As long as they manage to coordinate their buttons here, as long as the action key is coordinated well, they should not fall down. See if they do well. Yeah, and I think they will manage to kill this immediately. Stop timer once that loadout stops.
There's the dagger storm, but looks like they handled that perfectly fine. 225. 6?
Yeah.
230.
230.
Dialogue.
Yeah. So I do it just before like the load, because the load could maybe differ for someone. So I make sure it's just after like this cutscene. So they actually managed to get. Yeah, that was a huge time difference. 232. You know, funny. I mean, not too bad, but I mean, it's not good when you go up against someone like Blizzard Ravens. And it looks like they're gonna get it in 309, maybe. Yeah, about 308. 308 actually. 308. So.
Wow, that was impressive.
That was really fast, very clean. Good job, Blizzard Ravens.
All right, well, 10 seconds soon will be called. To be getting ready now.
No Mesmer on the Q and Funny side. So they'll be probably a little bit slower at going. They're definitely going to be slower in the run up of the first set of ramps after the seals, since the double blink is just absolutely entirely skips that mechanic.
And see how they managed to get this done. Again, with this, we've seen some good pulls here, and some good portal strat here, and see how fast they could get it done. But also more importantly than that is not just the portal, also being able to chain the ads to keep charging up the hammer accordingly and not waste the ads just by killing them. So see how they can actually get that done. In this case, I believe, as you can see, the thief from Q and Funny is already making their way up and trying to quickly boost up quickly into the chest seal of the fight. They get there and see when they spawns the portal, actually, if they can get there in time. I think pretty fast. I mean, they must have practiced this.
This is good. This is very good, yes. And they get the GG here.
Who's the other perspective? We actually have a scrapper's perspective as well from the other.
Ravens are actually caught up a little bit on the skip, even though they were further back on the first part.
Yeah, and I mean they are up by like about 8 seconds too, so pretty big of them. The thief, like you see, is like running as much as they can, trying to get to the next phase quickly as possible, and then try and get this done accordingly. They're already at the hands though, so Blizzard Ravens already quite far ahead with all the time that they have. So
yeah, the Mirage Blinks are and leaps are definitely proving to be faster here than just the Thief Shortbow 5. They have caught quite a lot of time. And also to keep in mind again, a reminder, they are actually further ahead, also because of stream delay. So they're about like 10 seconds ahead right now. So they are very much further ahead.
yeah, very much so. I mean, they literally they'll engage Arch Diviner like right now. So whereas here Q and Funny at 2:15 are still not even ready. But look at that, 2010 or 209 actually. They engage the final boss here, so they're just speeding through.
Already on the Amos. You look at the break bar. That was nearly missed. Very big burst power damage.
Already into the next phase. So Q and Funny is engaging the boss, but then yeah, just really late here. I mean, the delay is even getting further and further ahead, as you can see now with the engagement. I think they should be able to.
Yeah, I don't think anybody broke the bar there either, so they lose a little bit of time with the DPS.
Yeah, that's rough.
Just 2 more seals to do, and
one of the Blizzard Ravens players actually did get caught by the Archiviner AoE. I believe they actually lose 1 minute of time just because of that.
Should still be good to go. Yeah, I mean, too bad. And here is final seal broken, or 1 more seal after this, and be okay. And it's the final burst. Yeah, they will clear this in 3:25 maybe. Let's see the XP. There's a boost up. Yep, 329.
Oh yeah, someone in the Ravens went to jail there. Very good.
It was the Firebrand early. He actually got caught by one of the AoEs. Yeah, that doesn't really make too much of a time difference, but 329.
It's really good.
Very fast and clean run. Unfortunately, we did not have the Mesmer POV, but we did get some Mesmer POVs in the tournament previously. So.
With this cliffside, yes, we have actually.
Yeah. It's really very. I do, Thief is pretty fast. But those are leaps from the Mesmer back to back. Definitely make you go way faster. Also, I believe that the Thief actually took a little bit of a slower route on the second skips, the one that brings you to the double sigil to break with the hammer. So that also lost him a little bit of time.
I think you can short with 5 there instead of just running
instead
up
of
the
walking,
ramp.
yeah. Can see Kid finding jumping in place, which means that they are ready.
Yes, the universal sign of being ready.
Yep. Gotta love it.
ZQ and Funny is starting. So they'll have to keep note of this delay and see which teams get which part of this section of this fractal first. See how that goes. It's going to come down to the pre-events here before the second boss of this fractal. Q and Funny is immediately beginning here. 13 seconds, about 14 for BR here to get in with this first. And they call the GG so that they can trigger the next part of this fight.
Funny GG's at 27. The Ravens are going to GG at... Oh, the Ravens are actually going to be behind here. Q and Funny finished the prevent faster. They GG at 34, perhaps? 35? 34, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, they don't GG. Okay, that's going to be a difference.
Yeah, it saves a lot of time, actually. Or, well, the time they lost has now been, brought back onto their timer. Yeah, what do we have for team comps, actually? I'm not sure what the first class for Blizzard Ravens is. I think that's a Scourge.
One Scourge. Scourge, Hollow
Daredevil, and the Firebrand. Then you got the red
team. We have a Berserker, Firebrand Reaper, and a Rev, and the Soul Beast bringing Frost Spirit, which is now actually dead, so I don't have the buff anymore. That's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, he didn't pull it out of the miasma there, so it just died.
Yeah, that is definitely something that matters in a situation like this. You do get a little bit of value off of it on the last break bar, but
Wow.
this is actually very, very close.
Company finishes 143-ish.
Yep.
And let's see about the Ravens. Well,
Ravens-
the Q&A is actually ahead by a significant margin here, I think.
A couple actually seconds. I'd say
44, 45.
Ooh, it's gonna be close now because they have to make up for it in this next phase, which
Yeah. Okay, so remember, going into this this alter phase, Blizzard Ravens is behind by 5 seconds, give or take. But let's watch how they make up the time here.
What strats do they have?
Wait, this is some pug strat. What is this?
Well,
It's like
I
an
guess
optimized pug strat.
they're really good pugs, I guess.
Just really good pugs. Yeah.
Yeah, their name kind of resembles Snowcrows if you think about it.
actually struggling a little. Actually, not too much, not too bad here, but both teams kind of wasted time here. Q Funny manages to finish up almost. The last one is remaining here, and if they can get this done quickly, they should be able to advance into the next boss and then quickly clear it, get into the final boss, the CM. So see if they can get that done quickly.
I just saw something that I really like there from the Soul Beast. He's running Dalyak stance, which is going to share stability to some. It's also a stun break. So these ads push you around. So if you give yourself Dalyak stance, you can stun break the knockback and continue to be active in the field. So Q and Funny actually starts running at 326, but Blizzard Ravens, they're going to start running here at 319, so 320. So Blizzard Ravens, right? They started 5 seconds behind, but then they ended 5 seconds ahead. So they actually saved 10 seconds over Q and Funny on that phase, just by.
Yeah. And I'm thinking that they are not going to GG on this one either. It's actually very unfortunate that they didn't save that much time by not GGing on Mama, because of course, Good and Funny by GGing on Mama, they actually did lose a couple of seconds because the boss just continuously spawns after the ads are dead if you don't GG. But I guess they just had more burst damage. The Reaper is bringing in a little bit of value.
And they actually get the phase up here. Quickly manage to all go towards their signed ads at the map. Also very important for them to manage to quickly get those done and coordinate which one goes to which side of the room here. So see that like Blizzard Ravens is still gonna come out ahead, it seems, from where they're at. The same percentage, but in like 10, maybe 12 seconds actually early. So they're not doing too bad.
Soul Beast is really low HP right now.
Yeah, the Soul Beast is not happy right now.
Unmerged.
Yes.
That's very unfortunate. At least the Frost Spirit is alive, but he lost a lot of damage by being unmerged right now.
Yes. Oh, the skill click on the merge. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I think the Ravens are actually significantly ahead now. They had a much faster Syax.
And at 5 minutes exactly, they're going to trigger the event for the final boss here. So they're a whole 20 seconds ahead, actually. So they've made up for a lot of lost time. And now, yeah, it's a lot for them. So it's more or less hard to, if both teams can get their events here okay, should be fine. But again, now Q and Funny needs to rely on Blizzard Ravens to maybe slow down in the phase, because if they don't, it's over for them. This is the match point here, and they are at that phase here. See how well they handle this. It's pretty tricky, so you can more or less die to this, but at the same time, they have to wait. They have to see. They're both at their events here, but of course, Blizzard Ravens just significantly ahead here, managing to pull that lead.
I think Q and Funny actually managed to get the time save on this event here. So the way this works is there's 5 orbs, but the northmost orb, orb 1, takes extra time to capture, an extra tick, or an extra 2 ticks. So to actually get the time save, what you do is you have one person from either side stay in the first orb for 1 tick and then move to their own orb. So you end up saving 1 overall tick of time by doing that. And that's a small time save, but it'll, it could make a difference in a situation like this.
Indeed. Every second matters when the games are so close.
Blizzard Ravens do not do that. So if you watch the Blizzard Ravens right now, there's no mini map, but you'll see that one of the orbs is gonna tick for an extra tick at the end of their capture cycle. So you can share.
Oh, now they're at the final phase of it. So yeah, it is. That's true. That is.
Whereas Cute and Funny, actually, you see on their side, all the orbs finish at the same time. So they do the split phase faster, but it's not gonna matter because they just fell too far behind on the side axe pre-event and side axe itself.
They do get the phase skip.
Yes, they do.
Get the phase skip.
Yeah. So it's just not enough of a difference. Both teams finish up, but Blizzard Ravens wins the 3rd round here and actually wins the matchup for this. So it is 3-0. So Q and Funny not exactly win here, but this could change because this is what we have for the brackets now. And they are off. Stuck with Lars goes up first. There's a huge delay with Ravens. We'll see that in a bit. And as you see, the portal strat is going to be enabled quickly. See how far last time they managed to actually get the spawn before the bridge even got drew up. So see if they can actually manage to do that again. The port comes through and yeah, very, very beautifully placed as well. And yeah, they actually are ready to go. The bridge is drawn up here. See what time they actually engage the champion. So as soon as they go for the effigy, about 37 seconds there. 28
the Ravens are actually very, very far ahead because they had a Mesmer. Well, first of all, they have a Mesmer in the comp, but they also had a Mesmer portal directly into the champion. So that's going to save them a lot of time, actually. And of course, both teams are going to be very aggressive. No LOSing shenanigans or anything like that. Just go in, big damage. Blizzard Raven actually do get the arrow. They get the dash into the wall. As close as possible to the wall as well. Even though Stuck with Lars is actually a little bit ahead in DPS, I feel like. Blizzard Ravens do get another break bar now.
The GG, but I think they lost a bit of time, and it looks like they are back up on top here. Stuck with Lars already advancing towards the next part of the map here, and because you see the thief is actually going to immediately get ready for the portal for the next part just before they enter into the boss here. I believe they should be ready here, so they get here at like 140. See what time it takes for Blizzard Ravens to get there, because we only have the perspective of the Revenant here, so it'll be hard to say. And it's just about actually, so it's very close here. They managed to get it very closely, but it looks like
actually did GG to go back in again.
Yeah, it's just to skip the dialogue, I guess. So managed to start the fight a little bit earlier.
It's hard to tell here, to be honest. You can see though that the Stuck with Lars comp is just higher damage because the Mesmer just doesn't do very good damage in tribes.
They do have big damage. It's definitely helping them here. Doesn't matter how fast Blizzard Ravens, how much faster they might be. The damage difference is actually very noticeable. Stuck with Lars team.
And I think they GG again. So.
Reset all the cooldowns and versus second boss.
This is gonna be super close.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to.
Ooh, they actually got the break for last moment. It was very close.
So they got at 302. Not bad actually. So Blizzard Ravens will actually lose up here. Doesn't look like they'll get it in time.
So high. The boss actually melted so fast. Blizzard Ravens actually behind by just 2 seconds.
2 seconds, yeah.
So close. If only they had a little bit of extra damage, I actually would have won that. They
Yeah.
also a little bit of time on the champion because of DPS and also on the unboss.
Win the first round right here. Final 10 seconds is here.
I think Blizzard Ravens is supposed to be having higher DPS with the scomp, right?
Imagine so. The hollow. So
yeah. Hollow in comparison to Daredevil, but I think that Lars is planning to make the thieves do all the skips instead of the Mesmer. Oh yeah, dude, Thief underwater.
Oh my
gosh!
What was that?
That is what I like to see.
So what happens there is that you use the movement skill and then you weapon swap so that it keeps the momentum of the skill and it boosts you forward a little bit. It's just like on land whenever you leap with, I don't know, like sword to one warrior and then you weapon swap to go further ahead. It means you go very, very fast. And he actually avoided all the mines in the meantime, so very, very nice.
They're actually already at the first room for 40 seconds, actually. So,
yeah.
And Blizzard Ravens will end it as well soon. Actually, they're slightly behind now. Oh, getting caught up a little bit here. Having some problems. Oh, they've lost too much time now. They have lost.
They are wasting so much time here. Sakulars does not have the all for extra, DPS and cleave, but that is completely irrelevant when the odds get pulled so well together and you don't get stuck.
They look like they've given up.
Yeah, they actually probably concede the game, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they actually did call GG because they messed up the consoles. It is called, and the game does actually go to Stuck with Lars.
Yep.
They did not actually want to continue that. It is very difficult to wipe on the end boss, so that is understandable. No point.
Yeah, I mean they knew, like, once they messed up with it, there was no way. If Blizzard Ravens wins, then it's still another 2 games for them to actually win. So a huge comeback for them to enable that. But shall happen? We'll see. We'll see. The 10 seconds is enabled. 10, 9, 8. You can just see the chat actually. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And they are off to a start here. Let's go see which of these teams will continue the matchup, or should the other team win. Stuck with Lars is looking to add a tournament win to their name with this match point. Can the Blizzard Ravens stop them? See how they handle here. Again, the very important part here is this event. We'll see how one of the teams handle it. So 21 seconds here for Stuck with
Lars actually lost a little bit of time because no one jumped over the wall, unless I missed something. But
no, actually they are behind actually now. So
and also they did lose a little bit of time from that. They also GG, even though they do have a higher damage comp. So they are going to gain time because they're comp, but they're wasting so much time by not doing the pre-events properly.
Even with that, though, the Ravens finished the third ad 5 seconds slower than Stuck with Lars.
Yeah, the damage difference is it's really weird. They could have gained so much more time by having higher DPS comp plus not actually GGing.
The Necro is just such a bad class for this fight. Like it's way below even the Firebrand and Renegade. It just because with the speed of the phases, Scourge just does not stack. It's like does not ramp up fast enough. So
yeah, should have definitely maybe went for Reaper here. But the Weaver, yeah, like Reaper could maybe be comparable to Weaver in DPS with phases so fast, but the Scourge is not really doing that much here.
Yeah,
so they are.
It's safe, but when you're playing at this level, you gotta take some risks.
Well, managed to clear it up here. So Stuck with Lars advances at 139 here, where the orb phase spawns up here for them. See how Blizzard Ravens still trailing behind. Actually, they're so behind now on this fractal, and they really need to hope for Stuck with Lars to make up for it. And actually getting down here, they're not doing too well. It's looking like a
downstep players.
Yeah, a clear path of victory is happening here, maybe with Stuck with Lars, unless they manage to mess up anything here in this event. But they're managing to get a lot of these rooms done quickly, so it should be okay here. Now they have to And there's not much for Blizzard Ravens to do here, but hope that Stuck with Lars takes too long or wipes on a boss here now.
Very nicely handled event from Stuck with Lars. Nice ports, nice handling of the ads to cut the circles very, very quickly. Blizzard Ravens still doing the same strat as earlier. Well, excluding the fact that they went downstate on Mama. That was not in the previous strat, but they are unfortunately losing a lot of time here. Stuck with Lars is doing this very, very much more clean, and they do have the higher DPS comp. So they have the advantage on both sides right now. Also, do have the Tempest here actually for more cleave and heals and regen.
And look at them, they're just about getting in here to the main room, but struggling to actually get things done here, as Stuck with Lars should be going up to the boss now and fighting the next pre-boss fight. Should be okay here, so it's a lot for Blizzard Ravens to make up. They actually may have well just lost this fractal now. Unless Stuck with Lars wipes, that's all it's going to take for them to make up the difference. As you can see, they're getting ready now to go into the next room. Roll is placed down.
Downtime for the pre-event of the second boss. They stuck boons.
There you go. Not too much to do with this boss. I mean, they can just coordinate.
Big recast at the beginning from Stuck with Lars. Melting the boss before the breakpoint even appears and gets broken. Very nice phase 1.
It's interesting that the guard takes the fire great sword instead of the soul beast there. You'd imagine the soul beast with Sikkim would do more damage with it.
Yeah. Well, the fire's big. Maybe it doesn't fit in the rotation he's doing for the full fight.
Oh, you see the SOJ to help the person soloing, and then he helps the Weaver do his split ad.
Weaver weak class, needs teammates. Second boss is actually done for Stuck with Lars. A little bit of slow at the end as one of the players is leaving to trigger the next boss already. GG comes through. Rev will go trigger the boss, and then GG to reset everyone's cooldowns. Big pre-stack already happened, swapping templates.
And they're already
Stuck with Lars
here.
is going at very, very, very fast pace. Blizzard Ravens is at the last split phase of the second boss.
They are a whole 40 seconds behind at this point. Almost a minute. And there's just no way for them to make up for it.
Very nice break bar from Stuck with Lars right before the knockdown happens, which means that they might actually be able to face the boss before he even does the dash. Oh, not quite.
He's starting the dash. Pretty close.
And I mean, they're easily speeding through this phase. I mean, they are doing so well. They are going to win at this point. Like, it really is going to take a wipe, but it looks like Stuck with Lars should be good to go, as Blizzard Ravens just starts on the final boss of the fractal. And yeah, look at that, they clean execution there of the orbs here and manages to get into the next phase. Good burst here. The break bar is struggling, but they actually gonna manage to get that through. Oh yeah, clean break bar, a little slow but clean on the ending there. Managed to get the cleave out and trigger into the next phase almost immediately.
DPS
that
does
break
seem
bar
actually,
go no.
DPS does actually seem to be about the same for Blizzard Ravens. They also face the boss at the end of the dash, but unfortunately they are very, very much far behind. Even if Stuck with Lars doesn't get the phase skip here for whatever reason, their damage, again, they do have the higher damage comp, but they are ahead by over 30 seconds at this point. It does seem like Stuck with Lars is going to take the big crown in a moment here. Blizzard Ravens now breaks the break bar and is about to go through the second circle cupping phase.
And there you go. There is the last phase for them to get that done. Big damage burst here, and it looks like they will take this. Stuck with Lars and not Raul take the final match point here to be the Hardstuck Mistlock Madness Fractal Tournament champions. And there you go, the final clear comes through at 6 minutes 58 seconds, a 3-0 win over Blizzard Ravens. As you can see, they are still finishing up here. Ooh, this is very, very far behind, but hard luck to the Blizzard Ravens. Congratulations to Stuck with Lars. It looks like it has paid off.
Very, very, very clean run from Stuck with Lars. Big damage comp, very clean events. Definitely deserved this game, and of course, the entire tournament. Big win. Could we remind what the prize pool actually is for first place?
It was a huge... Oh, what the hell is this purple screen?
It's a... We can't even see them finish the game. Nice. Thank you,
Nice.
Twitch.
The screen doesn't... Like, Twitch doesn't even want...
That's pretty good. Can we actually get what the audience wants and get a Lars winner interview?
Yes, exactly. That's what we need.
What if he yells it when he joins?
I mean, as long as it doesn't break TOS, we're good.
Hello?
Hello? Is this the winner
Yes,
of the
Hello.
Hardstuck Mistlock Madness tournament?
it is, in fact. And we are, by the way, I have to dispel this. We are not DT because Lars is a proud non-DT member. And therefore, I have to make that very clear. But we are 4 out of 5 DT.
What about the other 4 people, though?
No, that doesn't matter. It's
But what about the other 4 members?
we don't talk about the other 4. They were all carried by our great leader.
Ah, I see.
Oh, okay.
So actually, a couple questions for you. So, first of all, have you been practicing with your team since the very beginning, or did you
Yeah.
just join in last moment and then just tagged along?
I think we might have been practicing quite a lot, especially compared to maybe some other teams. We were practicing months ago now, which is why some of our strategies, especially in the CMs, are maybe more extreme, just because we had more time to practice, and CMs are pretty hard to pull off. But yeah, we've been putting the hours. We've done a bit of grinding.
I'm pretty sure you guys were the first team to sign up too. Where's
Yeah, we were a bit of mod check. Where are the teams? You know.
Yeah. I remember Delay was actually telling me, please make sure this tournament happens. This will be our only chance to see a fractal tournament, if nothing.
Bro.
So, yeah, I mean, it actually, I guess, paid off. Hey, I guess at the end, you guys worked hard, and I think the win probably means a lot more for you guys, since more or less we're the first sign-ups and have been pushing for teams to sign up and get a tournament going. So, hey, hard work does pay off at the end, doesn't it?
Well, I'm actually glad, because since this tournament went through, there was actually a lot of teams that joined, and they might have only joined initially because we were pushing so hard. But from the feedback that a lot of the other teams have given that are maybe less experienced in the hardcore scene, such as like Stuck in the Mists or the Black Emperor team, stuff like that, they seem pretty enthused about like the whole speedrunning fractal thing. So hopefully that means future tournaments will have even bigger turnout, because those teams will be returning, and then we can get even new people in. And then fractals can actually, you know, have a more healthy competitive scene, because even though we're one of the popular PvE game modes, our competitive scene compared to like raids is very weak. So hopefully this is the start of like a good chain of fractal events, because they're quite fun. And
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to plan to run more of these. Of course, again, the problem is obviously the instabs, but we can work around that.
it's just fractal jank, you know, you just deal with it.
Yeah, you just have to deal with it. Suck it up and deal with it. Next time we're running with the worst stabs, all right? That's what we're doing.
That's
NPNG, social awkwardness, flux bomb everywhere.
Honestly,
Excellent.
next time we just pick the date of the tournament at completely random, and we only let the teams know 10 minutes beforehand.
Oh, that's good.
I like it. Be prepared for anything. Yes.
And then we also random roll the classes.
Oh yeah,
That's content. Then we're really in the fractal spirit.
and it's only underwater fractal as well.
Ooh,
I have a question.
EOD underwater.
Yeah.
Basically.
So you had the status reset patch happen probably like right in the middle of your preparation for a tournament.
Yes.
And then the partial revert on that. How did that affect your practice and preparation for the
It
tournament?
was actually quite impactful. So before the tournament, we had already not before the tournament, before the status reset patch, we had all our strategies already laid out. We were just, going through the motions, refining. Once the status reset hit, two things had big impacts. Obviously, not being able to pre-stack boons was a huge downside. On a lot of our skips, for example, uncategorized, where we do a GG, reset cooldowns after the Eden and the Shaman, and we go up to the old Tom, we all pre-stack Might before then. But with the status reset, we couldn't use stuff like Warhorn 5 on Soul Beast, so our Might was just low and we weren't able to burst through stuff as quick as possible. This was eventually reverted, so that's fine. However, the critical thing with the status reset is the portal. We were able to compensate with some portals, because when you GG and you have a portal up and then you respawn, your portal disappears. So on something like Thomanova, where I would early proc the ooze, precast the portal, my group would split, finish, I would open the portal, we'd all GG take the portal. But suddenly I can't take that portal because when I respawn, my own portal disappears. But that was an easy fix. Somebody just lays down a portal for me, I take theirs after they go through mine, all good. But on certain strategies, that wasn't possible. And this was mostly seen in our Nightmare CM. Our initial plan with like Mama was after we killed the first 3 knights, we had already pre-stacked the portal on the Mistlock. We open portal, GG, Mistlock precast, instantly take the portal to Mama, skipping the transition. This wasn't possible anymore, and there was no way to do a backup portal. So we had to decide, do we want to keep the Mistlock and run there, wasting like 3-4 seconds? Or do we just want to immediately transition from the knights, no GGing, no resetting, and just kill Mama? And we decided to take the GG, it's a bit safer, we get the Mistlock. But yeah, stuff like that had pretty big impacts that we had to do minor changes or sometimes major changes like Nightmare and completely scrap a strategy because it wasn't possible anymore.
Makes sense. Yeah, because especially with a power comp, you like are heavily relying on those pre-stacked boons to make the DPS checks. Yeah. So
if we don't hit that P1 check on Mama, she gets the dome, and it's terrible. We can't kill the knight quickly, so we have to hit 75% in the break bar.
Yep.
Well,
you guys end up trying different comps. Well, how many comps would you say, like, I don't know, average you tried between every single fractal?
Well, I would say we did try a Condi version and a power version. On a lot of fractals, we were unsure. Even on the CMs, we did try Condi Mama, we did try Condi Scorval just to like double check. But apart from that, we were pretty set on our comp. Because of how the fractal meta is, you need a Renegade, you need a Firebrand, you need a Soul Beast. Soul Beast is a really strong power class because of one Wolf Pack. So you're very locked in. And so we had only very minor variations, which sometimes you see with like a Holomancer, Holosmith appearing here and there. But yeah. It was mostly locked in. It was just like, are we Condi, are we power? And then we had like a set Condi comp, a set power comp.
Oh, I have a question. Where is Lars?
Well, Lars is just chilling right now. I could add him if we want the very big Lars interview, because he was critical in our team's success.
Okay.
As the only player that can still play Weaver in 2021, the last man standing on this poor class.
Can we get him in then?
All right.
We require the Lars. Yes, we do.
Oh, there's 2 Lars in the call.
Double Lars.
Yeah.
What do you plan to do with the $1,000 that you split between the 5 members? Each of you gets 200. Oh,
Sure, I'm gonna do with mine yet, but I think computer components are indeed. Oh, Lars is here now.
Oh, what is up, gamers? Good.
Congratulations, you have actually done it. They were stuck with you, but you pulled them and carried them. You proved them wrong, Lars.
Yeah, I was stuck with 4 DTs trying to brand this as a DT team, man. I would like to make clear, DT didn't win, I won. And there was 4 other people with me who happened to be in DT.
Well, are you saying that you botted the fractal tournament to win?
Will I get disqualified if I admit to it?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I get the
I can
money.
neither
You
confirm
gotta be
nor deny
careful.
them.
You gotta be careful with that. I've heard there's been people being banned recently. Well, not people, more like their alts are being banned, but
Yeah. Oh yeah, these are also used to playing with bots a lot. So
No.
the people that did get banned in PvP.
Interesting. So that's what you're doing with the prize money. You're gonna buy a PvP gizmo.
I will actually buy computer parts because mine is falling apart to stop with the memeing. My CPU is dying, and I will just buy new PC parts and feel very good. So yeah, thank you very much for the tournament to stop with the memeing. It was super fun to practice for and play in a time where there's not much content for those very dedicated to fractals as the only thing you really want to play. So yeah, thank you so much for hosting this. We had a blast. There was a lot of very strong teams actually that I didn't expect. Some rather unknown players full of quite competitive performances. So that was really impressive as well. I really enjoyed the entire thing.
No, yeah, I would love to run it actually. I do want to run another one. We'll see when we actually plan to do the next one. Because honestly, I didn't think the turnouts were going to be this big. We were struggling, 7-8 teams, but then it seemed like towards the end of the tournament time, especially when we like gave more time, like moved it from August to, what was it, today, like October, 9 and 10, a lot more teams joined. There's actually 16 teams, but we couldn't allow the last 2 teams because they joined after the deadline. So that's good. Like there's a lot of demand, and I think a lot of the teams had fun, enjoyed it. I think maybe next time you'll see even more teams challenge up here. I think there were some pretty good teams that we saw that would love to see them back in another tournament. Maybe challenge you guys now, because you guys have the crown, and so someone else has to come take the crown eventually. Someone's asking for like Skinny to come into the call. So, I don't know. Do you like? I mean, like, you interview.
That's a bad idea.
Is it a good idea? What do you say?
That's a bad idea. He's just gonna yell it.
It's okay, Skinny. Skinny, honestly, I'll tell you this: 10 out of 10 for your memes. Like, I feel like I saw like 50 memes in 2 days, so a 10 out of 10. I saw something every round that you played, so there you go.
Yeah, LC's trash talk game was really on point. Sadly, unlike their gameplay.
Oh shit!
Oh wait. SC? Did you say SC? I thought it was Blizzard Ravens.
No, I'm just memeing. They played very well, considering they didn't spend as much time on the entire thing as we did. I just had to get some trash talk out there. That's why the people want me. They want the trash talk. They want the memes. They need to hear it.
Are you trying to say they should stick to raids and get out of fractals?
I mean, if they want to win something, yeah.
You are talking to, the raid tournament winners, though. So maybe we, you know what? Next tournament is a mix of fractals.
Yeah, because I didn't play in that.
Oh, we'll see. Nice. All right. Well, guys, do you have anything else to say? Maybe some roundup, closing words. Anything else? Of course, I made an end credits for this, just for the sake of doing an end credits. Even though the donation list is like I think like 15 people and then 30,000 gold by GilMM. It was like a little quick donation list, but I was like, might as well just do the end credits for the organizers. And for you guys, obviously, because you guys will have your name in a nice artwork and you get to show that around to people. Anyway, so if you have any closing comments, yeah, go ahead. Delay, Lars, up to you. And then we will close up here later with me, Mela, and Cody.
You go first, Delay. Okay. You go first.
Well, I just want to say, as Lars said, big shout out for trying to organize a Fractal event. Fractal events are hard to organize. Lots of rules. Lots of restrictions because of how open the game mode is, which is what makes it so fun in the first place. And I hope to see future Fractal events with all these teams participating, because there was a lot of good turnout and a lot of solid teams that showed up, and it made it quite fun.
Yeah, I can only agree. Thanks to everyone who played. Thanks for hosting it. Thank you for the casters as well. You made it a lot more entertaining to watch. So yeah, just thank you everyone who participated in this. It was great. We had a blast, and I hope everyone else enjoyed it too.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Congratulations again on winning the tournament. Best of luck in future tournaments and, of course, the scene. And yeah, enjoy the prize pools. Things will be mailed out to people shortly in the next coming week and a half. So enjoy the rewards.
something I want to add, and that we do have a winner. Such a nice competition. Very two exciting days, actually. The competition started kind of slow, but, you know, some of these fractal runs ended up going very, very quickly. And I do believe that some of the people in chat that found some of the runs a little bit boring ended up kind of waking up near the end. You know, I remember the first Ether Blade that started getting, started going a little bit too speedy. There was a guy in chat that actually said, I blinked, what the fuck is going on? He actually got confused. He actually got lost a little bit. Because, yeah, this content goes by very, very quickly if you know every single skip, if your rotations and coordinations and pulls are actually on point. If you guys want to see more stuff like this, fractal events, PvP events, raid events, roller beetle races, griffin races, and fashion contests, and, you know, community events of any kind, make sure to get involved with our community. Make sure to get involved with the community Hardstuck Discord and with the competitive Discord, where you can actually get involved more with the competitive side of things, such as more competitive events like this one, PvP ones, and just join both. Get involved with the entire community, and just, you know, be around more events. Also, if you're interested in streamers, you can also click on the Hardstuck team that Guildem is a part of below the stream and check everyone else out, and come be a part of our amazing, small but amazing and tight and comfy Guilders 2 community, and come play the game with us.
Yeah. And actually, yeah, I mean, major shout out to the admin organizers that helped me with this, but then also major shout out to Hardstuck for getting the tools, because without the tools that Hardstuck has, it's actually impossible to run this tournament. So again, if you have an idea, if you have a tournament, you got something in mind, you think you need some people to help you run it, maybe you want to take the initiative and run it, come in and join the Discord and be a part of it, and, you know, get that idea into reality, and let's get that going. Let's get everything. Yes, also, yes, shout out to my brother Ahmed, who helped me get the tournament as well going, and of course bringing Cody and Reese and Alex and Dean all into the picture. So yes, shout out to my brother who's somewhere in the snowy mountains of Scotland. So anyway, I guess that's it for me. Cody, if you have anything else to say. Mela, I think, you know, you said it best. You know, if you want to get involved in any of these events and community competitions, then of course join Hardstuck. Aside from that, that is me done as well. Congratulations again to Stuck with Lars on winning the Fractal tournament. Cody, if you have any last words, I'm going to throw it to the end credits after you.
Sounds good. Just not that much to add. Just thanks for the invite. It was really fun to cast, to interact with chat and everything. Really fun to watch what everyone did. Super appreciative of the efforts to revive the Fractal scene a bit after all the patches and stuff that's gone on. So thanks for hosting. Thanks everyone for participating, and hope to see you all again soon.
Definitely, for sure. All right, guys, take care. I'm going to go host somebody. I think after this, we'll go host Sneb immediately after. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the end credits as we throw all of this. And of course, I'll throw up my socials. I'll throw up Hardstuck. I'll throw up Overflow. All of that good stuff. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in for these 2 days. It's been a pleasure. Everyone, the organizers, the admins, the casters, and the teams that participate, most importantly. And thank you to the community for actually getting this tournament done and getting it to become a wonderful event for these 2 days. But until then, we will see you on the next event. And I'll see you guys later on stream, probably tomorrow or after tomorrow. But until next time, I will see you all when I see you. Take care. It's been a wonderful 2 days.